Hello and welcome back to my soul cooking channel. I'm going to show you a very special mutton preparation today, which is called Uppu curry. Uppu means salt and curry means lamb or mutton. In our case, we're using goat meat, and what we have done is cut it into cubes approximately the same size. I have put some pieces with bones as well, but it can be a completely boneless dish. We have shallots, which we're going to cut into slices. Some sliced garlic, ginger garlic paste, there's tomatoes, red chili powder, coriander powder, turmeric, curry leaves, mustard seeds. So the interesting part is, this is probably the only mutton dish that I've ever cooked where we add mustard seeds. So we use mustard seeds in making fish curries. I've used mustard in cooking vegetarian dishes, but probably the only dish where I use mustard. There's whole red chilies, cinnamon, and aniseed, which is also called saunf. So we start with the preparation. The first thing we do is we cook the mutton. We take a stock pot and we're going to transfer all the mutton into the stock pot. We add to the mutton some ginger garlic paste. I'm going to add 2 teaspoonfuls of ginger garlic paste. Next to the mutton, we're going to add coriander powder. Watch this, we add 3 spoonfuls of coriander powder, and we add 2 spoons of chili powder, and we add half a spoon of turmeric powder, a little bit of curry leaves, and water, and we're going to cook it in this at slow flame for approximately 45 minutes to an hour until the mutton is completely cooked and tender. Okay, so the mutton has been cooking in the side for a good 1 hour. I let it simmer until the mutton was perfectly cooked. Now, if I overcook it and I'm going to pan fry it here, it's going to break and disintegrate. So we have to make sure that it's perfectly cooked. We start this dish with some oil. I'm using canola oil here. Traditionally, we like to use gingerly oil. Now, gingerly is black sesame, and it's very nutritious, this oil. But I'm doing it with a regular canola oil, so it's going to be easy for you when you try it at home. I'm giving quantities of all the ingredients that you're going to use to make this dish in the description below. Also remember to subscribe to my channel. Also, traditionally this dish is cooked in an iron karai. Karai is like a wok, but it's thick. So when you keep roasting it in the wok, it doesn't get stuck to the base. I'm using a simple non-stick cookware here, and that is going to be easy for you at home. The oil is hot, and first thing we add to it is cinnamon sticks. And we follow it up with mustard seeds. That's the only mutton preparation where I've ever used mustard seeds. Red chilies, dry red chilies. And some saunf, which is aniseeds. Keep the garlic ready. Garlic has been sliced fine, and the beautiful aroma of the aniseeds coming out. Oh! It's going to be a quick process from here onwards. We ensure that the garlic is just cooked right. If the garlic is sliced evenly, all the pieces of garlic will turn golden together. And follow it up with the shallots. Now what you see, I'm breaking up the shallot. It's going to make it easy for me to stir fry it in the pan. As soon as I add onion, I add curry leaves. These curry leaves are big, so I'm going to give it a little scrunch and add it to the fry pan. As soon as you add the curry leaves, wow, what aroma! The aniseeds went in first, so aromatic. The garlic, the flavor of the roasted garlic, the sliced onion, and the curry leaf. I can already imagine how this is going to taste. The onion is getting sauteed and it's turning golden and crispy. So I wanted to show you how the lamb is when it's cooked perfectly. Now, if I take a finger and I poke through, it should break. But at the same time, it should not just disintegrate it. Because if that happens, when I stir fry it here, it will break and become a whole lamb mince. You can also taste it if you're not sure how it is when it's cooked. So if you're able to chew it, it's juicy, but at the same time, it's not breaking away. Already tastes good. What all did we put into it while we were boiling? We added coriander powder, chili powder, red chilies. We added curry leaves, ginger garlic paste, salt, and tomatoes. You can hardly find any tomatoes in this now. And now the onion is nice and brown and is ready to receive all the mutton. See, what I've done with the mutton is, once it got cooked, I allowed it to stay on the fire on an open flame, as in with the lids being taken off, until it got semi-dry. You see how it's become? Reduce the flame a little bit, and what we call bhuno in Hindi, we call it vadakar in Tamil. This is Uppu curry. Uppu curry salted mutton. Wow. And you roast it in the pan slowly. We've been pan frying this for a good 5 minutes. I can see that the oil is coming out. It's shining. The whole mutton is shining. So this is the stage we should check salt. And also, if you like it extra spicy, this is the time where you could add a little bit more chili powder. Now, I'm going to add a very little. If this were to be cooked in an iron kadhai, or the iron wok as we call it, it will have the whole. It's a whole different flavor that comes out from the iron. cooking in the cast iron or in any wrought iron woks. But cooking in a non-stick is very convenient at home. It doesn't stick, you see. It was very easy for me to just pan fry it. I can take it, I can swirl it around, I can give it a toss, and it's looking good. Wow! So this has been cooking for good 5 minutes, and I've been pan roasting it, and I can smell the wonderful caramelized onion that's coated on top of the mutton, the flavors of the aniseed that we had added. This is smelling so divine. And finally, we finish it off with a bunch of chopped coriander, just enough. If you like more, you can add more. I love coriander in my food. And you roast it for another 2 minutes, not more than that. It's become dry. You wonder what happened to all the tomatoes you added. There were 2 tomatoes that went in, the handful of shallots. It's all just sticking on top of the mutton. Oh, Uppu curry. Looks so good. Oh, each and every piece of mutton being coated with all the spices, the onion, the garlic. Amazing. Perfect. And if you cook this further, you're going to get an even more brown taste, but I think it's perfect here. I wouldn't like it more than this. You put the coriander. The coriander has also mixed in, you see, beautiful. I love this. Amazing. All right, so you switch it off, and it's time to plate and to taste. And to the final part, which is putting this onto a plate, and then we're going to taste this. Oh, it looks so good. Every piece of mutton is coated with the masalas. Wow. Wonderful. And now we're going to taste this. And 1 piece for Sham. No, 2 pieces for me. I'm going to taste the state of this. That's going to be for my guest. We have a great lunch waiting for us with some Uppu curry. See, the mutton is just perfectly cooked. If I cooked it a little more, it would have turned into shreds. So 4 or 5 chews and you can see that the mutton is disintegrating. The whole flavors of caramelized onion, the aniseed. Oh, it's so tender. So that's Chettinad Uppu curry, salted pan fried lamb. Hope you enjoy cooking this at home, and if you do like it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.